Good morning, good afternoon, it's Leonilde. Welcome to my channel. On this channel we speak about faith, I do travel vlogs, and I speak about finances, but I'm not a financial advisor in any form or in I'm not a financial advisor, please. So just bear in mind that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just someone who's passionate about speaking about finance. I'm very passionate about finances. So today's topic is about paying yourself first. I know that most of the times we wonder, what does it mean to pay yourself first? So today we are going to talk about paying yourself first, or a part of all you earn is yours to keep. What does it actually mean by paying yourself first? Before I dive into that, so in Proverbs 13, verse 22, even the Bible says that a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the world. So if you don't then pay yourself first, there is no possibility for you to leave an inheritance for your children or even for your children's children. So the best way to do that is to already start paying yourself first. Then you will know that, okay, my children are sorted and my children's children are sorted, because you've actually disciplined yourself in paying yourself first and leaving wealth for your children. One of my friends once gave me a book that was in 2018. So when she gave me this book spoke about finances. It is a self-development, or it was a financial development book, which was called The Richest Man in Babylon. And there was actually one principle that stood out for me, and that financial principle, was paying yourself first, or you could simply say that a part of all you earn is yours to keep. I know that a lot of people are wondering that, okay, everything that I'm earning is mine. So today I'm going to share with you what it actually means that a part of what I earn, or I need to pay myself first. Paying myself first does not mean that you are literally just going to take money and then pay yourself. No. What it actually means is, let me give you an example of what it means. So say for instance you earn 3,000 Namibian dollars. I'm using Namibian dollars because I'm Namibian and we use Namibian dollars in Namibia. So say for instance you earn 3,000 Namibian dollars. So out of that 3,000 Namibian dollars, if you are renting somewhere and then you are gonna pay $1,000 for rent, that means that $1,000 is no longer your money. That $1,000 you are gonna pay it to your landlord, and then you'll only be remaining with the $2,000. So out of that $2,000, you have groceries that would probably take you 500. Say for instance your groceries are $500. So when you take that 500 out, you are again remaining with 1,005. Now out of that 1,005, if you take a cab, a taxi to work, and then this taxi is a monthly taxi that requires you to pay, say for instance, $400. So out of the 1,005 that's remaining, you'll then be remaining with 1,100. So that 400, you are again paying that taxi. You think this money is yours, but it's not yours. So now you are now remaining with 1,100. So with that 1,100, you then need to, say for instance, take out money for clothes, because we like looking good, or, all those things. So say for instance this 500 is again for clothes, so you are remaining with 600. So that 600, 300, you are putting it away for emergency. In emergency, that's now when you have problems, or your mother dies, or your child gets sick. So that emergency money is again not your own money. It is money that you have to pay out to people, or for things when maybe your phone is broken, it needs to be repaired, or if you have a car, this money you need to use it to maybe pay for petrol and all those things. So when you take out the 300, you'll be remaining with the last 300 actually, which you might maybe use for entertainment. Because I know as young people, we want to go out every weekend. Some of us, not everyone. You want to go out on weekends with your friends, maybe for a few drinks, but then you don't want to go somewhere and then have nothing, whereby it's only your friends that are paying for the drinks, or it's only your friends that are paying for the food. So when you round the entire money that you paid out to for these entire things, or for all these things, you are then remaining with 0. So did you pay yourself? If you are now going to think of it, did you pay yourself out of this money, out of this entire 3,000? My answer is no. Why am I saying that you did not pay yourself? It's because the whole amount, or the whole money, went out to other people. It went out to your landlord, it went out to your taxi driver, the money went out for emergencies where maybe your baby got sick, you had to go to the hospital, or your car tire burst if you have now a car, and then you had to pay that money, that amount out. Or food, obviously you have to pay ShopRite or wherever you buy your groceries and so forth. So even if you say that, no, I'm taking myself out to eat, or I'm going to buy clothes for myself, that's not you paying yourself. That's you paying other people the money you've worked hard for. So to pay yourself first, out of the 3,000 that I mentioned earlier, you'll then have to decide to put a certain amount aside. For example, if you decide to put a 300 aside, which you'll save from January to December, by the end of December, you'll have accumulated a 3,600, which you are not going to squander, but rather take this money and buy something to sell that will generate you extra money. This seems impossible to some, but it is indeed possible. All you need to do is to discipline yourself, because discipline is the most important factor when it comes to money. Most of us are not disciplined when it comes to saving money. The 300 you've decided to set aside is to build wealth, or just for you to become financially independent, in order for you to leave your children and your children's children with something in the future. Let's start paying ourselves first for the sake of our future generation.